Welcome to Tata Crucible Campus Quiz 2024. For 20 years, we've been leading the way, sparking curiosity and discovering the brightest minds across India, with the legends who've made this journey unforgettable. Your quizmaster, the one and only Pick Brain, and the ever-energetic Rashmi Furtado. And now it's time to kick off the Uttarakhand Cluster Final.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Uttarakhand Cluster Final of Tata Crucible Campus Quiz 2024. As Big Brain said, this is the 20th year of this quiz, going strong for 20 long years, and we only intend to surge forward and do even better as we continue into the upcoming years of Tata Crucible. For now, let's move into the Uttarakhand Cluster Final. Our first finalist joining us from IIT Roorkee is Vedant. Following Vedant, joining us on stage here today as our second finalist is none other than Harshita. She represents IIM Kashipur. Following her, representing IIM Kashipur again is Rohit Jain. My fourth finalist joining us on stage here today, representing IIT Roorkee, is Tanay Kapadia. To my left, joining me as the fifth finalist here today is Gaurav from IIT Roorkee. Following Gaurav is Manas Agarwal from IIT Roorkee. As our seventh finalist here today, joining us on stage, representing Graphic Era University from Dehradun is Sunil Harsana. Joining us from the Department of Management Studies, IIT Roorkee again, is Adarsh Kumar. The reason why I called it an interesting battle here today is because the battle seems to be between three institutions, that is IIT Roorkee, IIM Kashipur, and Graphic Era University from Dehradun. So let's see whom among all of them makes it into that zonal final.
Dhaniya, 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 Dhaniya.
This is BV Now. And this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
So let's move on into the first round of this cluster final. Coming up is domain expertise. Here we go. Finalists, what you need to remember in this round is that domain expertise will show you which domain the question is going to be from. But do not forget, this is a business quiz. The context of business quiz does not go away at all. So do not give me a GK answer, not a general knowledge answer when it is supposed to be a business quiz, okay? So domain is given to you only so you know what line of thought to take when you work out your answers, okay? So good luck to all of you. Do well. Let's get started with the first question. Let's check what the domain is of this question. Leaders. From the world of leaders, all you need to tell me is look at all of these leaders and tell me the name of a company. Here we go. On the buzzer is Adarsh. Go ahead.
The organization is TCS.
The organization is TCS. Why do you say that?
Because there's past CEO of TCS, that's on fourth, and there's Chandrasekharan sir, and he's on left bottom corner.
All past CEOs of TCS, plus 20 to you. Absolutely right. Don't get nervous if I ask you why it is so. I'm just trying to push them a little to see if they know the logic behind the question. Do not get nervous if I ask you why do you think that is the answer. I'm just trying to see if you know the funda or not. That's absolutely fine. TCS gives him that first plus 20 on table number 8 to Adarsh. Let's move on to the next question coming up is from the world of campaigns, or rather the ad campaigns. Whose campaign promotes these characters? Here we go. All right, on table number 3, Rohit, go ahead.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, giving him a plus 20. Beautiful answer by Rohit there. Let's move on to the next one. What is the domain that we have for the third question? Industry voice. All right. From the automobile sector, who is this lady? Here we go. From the automobile sector, who is this lady? Not too many people know about ladies in the automobile sector. No one on this. No one trying. Nobody wants a negative. But you've just started playing the quiz. You'll have to take your chances at some point. All right, I will move into the audience. Anybody in the audience wanting to try? All right, I will be giving the answer for this one. The answer is Sulaja Firodia Motwani. That's her right there on the screen. Let's move on. Question number 4, global rage. I expect a very quick buzz. All you need to tell me is, in which huge money spinner did all of them appear? On table number 2, Harshita, go ahead.
It's Big Bang Theory.
It's the Big Bang Theory, and she gets a plus 20 on that. Plus 20 to Harshita. Absolutely right. Like I said, I expected a quick buzz on these. These are one of those questions where we always have very quick buzzes going on stage. We, of course, have Tata Play Binge as our entertainment partner, and a lot of business questions that we have and business fundas that we have from the entertainment sector in Tata Crucible. So let's move on. Harshita getting that plus 20 there for Big Bang Theory. Moving on to the next one. That's question number 5. Identities is what we're looking at. This is the identity of which group in India? Go ahead, Vedant.
Aditya Birla.
Aditya Birla giving Vedant a plus 20. Quick on the buzzer, very quick on the buzzer. It is not always about knowing the answer. It's always also about how fast you are to press that buzzer. 4 of them on plus 20 already. And I'm moving to question number 6. From the world of women leaders is this question. From this lady, identify the group from the corporate world. Huge group. Not an unknown name. You need to give me the name of the group. I'm not asking for her name. Our finalists missing that out on stage here today. Anybody in the audience who would like to try? Anyone? Nobody wanting to try? Okay, all right. The answer I was looking for is the Kirloskar group. She is Geetanjali Kirloskar from the Kirloskar group, and Kirloskar is all I required as the answer. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 7, way of life. Please ensure you understand the domain correctly. Way of life. Look at the question and tell me whose logo this is. On table number 6, Manas, go ahead.
Art of Living.
Art of Living is absolutely right. Plus 20. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 8, trendsetters. From the world of trendsetters, which Tata Group entity serves you this water brand? All right, Vedant, go ahead on table number 1.
IHCL.
IHCL has a water brand. Do you know what this is?
Looks like alcohol.
Looks like alcohol. Okay. It is a water brand. I'm very sure about that. That's why the question says water brand. Plus 20 to you. Now tell me, do you know what it is? All right, I'll tell you. So Patya is actually an initiative by the IHCL where they are trying to reduce their waste. So they're using glass bottles, and even the toiletries in the room and everything is recyclable items that they have. So Patya is that initiative from IHCL, and the water brand is following the same initiative, that is the Patya initiative. Plus 20 to Vedant on that. Let's move on. Question number 9, from the world of brands, all you need to do is identify this iconic brand. Here we go. All right, on table number 3, Rohit, go ahead.
It's Old Spice.
It's Old Spice, and if I'm not wrong, this is one of the older logos of Old Spice. Getting that right is Rohit on table number 3 from IIM Kashipur, getting a plus 20. He moves to plus 40 along with Vedant, who's also on 40 points. They're doing well here today. The last question in this round, from the world of legends, all you need to do is identify this insignia, or rather whose insignia it is on your screen. Oh, on table number 1, Vedant, go ahead.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
CR gives you Cristiano Ronaldo minus 20 on that on a second attempt. Good attempt, but minus 20 on that. You are right about person being an answer, but it is not Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, no one trying. Anybody in the audience wanting to try? Okay, Vedant, now think, why would I have a Roman 3 there for Cristiano Ronaldo?
Now I'm thinking some sort of royal family.
Which could be? It's King Charles III. King Charles III as the answer. That is what I was looking for. He was on the right track, but he missed the Roman 3 right there on the screen, which would have given him a hint that it was not Cristiano Ronaldo and King Charles III. So let's see what happens in the upcoming rounds. Let me invite Big Brain back on stage to take this quiz forward. Over to you, Big Brain.
गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि 4 गुणा 4 16 नहीं 199 होते हैं।
कैसे सर?
अरे बताता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो टाटा प्ले बिंज ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
ओके सर।
यहाँ मिलेंगे 30 प्लस OTT ऐप्स। उनमें से डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार और Z5 जैसे अपनी पसंद के कोई भी 4 ऐप सिलेक्ट करो।
कर लिया सर।
और इन चारों ऐप्स का सारा कंटेंट देखो एक ही बिंज ऐप पर।
वाव सर।
और चाहो तो 4 अलग अलग स्क्रीन पर भी देख लो। ये सब मिलेगा सिर्फ 199 रुपीज पर मंथ में। तो हो गए ना 4 गुना 4 199। टाटा प्ले बिंज सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
As we move to our second frontier here today, string theory. Here it is. Alright, on string theory, what you're going to do is you're going to get multiple clues that appear. You got to string them together and give me a theory. It's as simple as that. But if you look at it deeper, it's basically lateral thinking. So you got to apply what you get to see and then figure out an overall answer. So if we are ready, we're going to start with the first one. Hands on that buzzer. First question on string theory coming up on your screen now. 2 important monuments in the world, the Volkart brothers playing a role in the creation of something at these locations. The locations, of course, are the famous Qaboos Mosque, which is in Muscat, the Sultan Qaboos Mosque, and the Burj Khalifa. Just 2 examples of many that Volkart brothers have been part of. How do you know the Volkart brothers? Anybody on stage? All right, no one taking a chance on that one. Anybody in the audience? We've got prizes waiting for you. All right, no one attempting that. Let me give the answers. Volkart brothers were acquired by the Tatars, and therefore the name became Vol from Volkart. Tatas is TAS. So that's how we know the company today as Voltas. They are the ones who provided the air conditioning for Burj Khalifa. It was a crazy exercise. Imagine the volume of cables that run just to provide air conditioning for a building like Burj Khalifa. World over, no company could solve that problem. An Indian company, Voltas, cracked it, and they provided the air conditioning at the Burj Khalifa. Proud moments for India, proud moments for the Tatars in a way. As we move to the next question, string together what do you think the answer is. Here we go. It's an interesting question of a creation. You got to tell me what the product is all about.
Is it the Namami Gange ad campaign?
What is the product about?
India tourism?
Minus 20. There's a specific product there. There are a woman wearing that product. What's special about it created by Hammam and Ogilvy?
All I know is an ad agency, then I saw Kumbh.
That's correct. But I needed to know what the product is. So minus 20 to you. He's taken 40 and then lost the 40. So he's going to play this game carefully. Is Vedant. Anybody. There are women there in saris. Hammam created this product. Someone's giving it a shot on table number 7. Sunil. Sushil, sorry.
Soap.
Why would women know? Minus 20 on that one. Anybody? You got a hand going right at the back. Yes.
Waterproof sarees for Kumbh Mela.
Explain what happens.
I mean, Hammam makes soaps. Ogilvy was ad. The sarees that were made, they were made to take a dip in the Kumbh Mela river, and these sarees were supposed to be waterproof.
So one of the biggest problems in the Kumbh Mela is how do people dry their clothes?
Yes.
And lakhs of people go and take a dip in the water.
Yeah.
So they created a waterproof sari so you can take your dip, do your religious sentiments, but you don't have to dry yourself.
Yes.
Outstanding answer. Outstanding. Put your hands together. He deserves a better applause. Superb. What's your introduction, young man?
I'm Saket from I Am Lucknow.
Put your hands together for him. He's waiting to get on stage from I Am Lucknow. So he's training his guns. And a very, very good answer. On to the next question. It makes you think. It's about the theories that you come up with. All of these are facts. That's the beauty of a quiz like this. Third one on your screen. Here we go. An extremely famous brand, largely famous for their beer, from a family on my right, he's gone for it quickly, is Tanay.
Is this Carlsberg?
Is this Carlsberg? He's really quick and fast.
I know they acquired Tuborg.
You know they acquired Tuborg.
And that's the only thing I went on.
Personal preference brand? No?
Not really.
Plus 20. Put your hands together for him. I mean, the speed at which he answered, it looked like, there was a lot of personal affinity there. But anyway, good one. Plus 20. The game's getting really tight. A lot of people getting onto the 20s. Rohit is on 30 and he's watching it carefully. He will want another 20 somewhere. As we go to the next one on your screen now. All of these will lead you to a particular brand. This lady became more popular as a fictional character that she played in a television commercial created by none less than Alec Padamsee. The brand was launched during the telecast of a Summer Olympics way back in 1984. Her real name is Kavita. In the ad, she played the role of a person named Lalita or Lalita G. This is a slightly generational question, not your generation question. Huge campaign. It shook Indian television and it just took the brand sales to crazy heights. No one trying. Anybody in the audience? Yes. Lalita ji, Alec Padamsee, the surf campaign. Surf ki kharidari mein aur bhi samajhdari hai. Put your hands together for him. Lovely answer. Your introduction.
Aditya Srivastava from IIT Kanpur.
He's waiting to take on the IIMs. All right. The battle lines are getting drawn. IIT Kanpur, I Am Lucknow. In the audience, they are beginning to answer. As we go to string theory 5, on your screen, here it is. Let's see who's going to crack this one. Two people, Josh and Palak, created this. He's going for it. On my right is Thanai.
Is this Wordle?
The game Wordle.
Yes.
Explain.
I think it was created by Josh Wardle, a guy named Josh Wardle. So,
Why the New York Times?
because it's acquired by New York Times now.
Beautiful. Oh, plus 20. He's got himself to 40 with that answer. He's doing well, powered by Carlsberg. He is doing well in this final here today. As we go to the next one, the final one in this round, on your screen now. Where would you be if all these are banned? Durians are banned, chewing gum is banned, slinging is banned. The young lady is going for it. Go ahead, Harshita.
Is it Singapore?
Chewing gum is banned in Singapore?
Yes, like I have read about it like sometime.
Durian is banned?
It has a very distinct smell. The fruit tastes good, but it has a smell which is not particularly liked by
So the Singaporeans didn't like the smell, so they said ban it. What about chewing gum?
chewing gum. It litters the street, so they banned it.
So what actually happened in Singapore is when they started their metro trains like we have, youngsters would play pranks and they would put chewing gum between the sensor lights so the door wouldn't close. And therefore, the trains would get delayed because one door is not closed. Singapore is Singapore. Simple. They said, no chewing gum in our entire country. Simple solution. Durians were smelling horrible. People were eating them in public places. Public places were not smelling right. Singapore prides itself for being an environment-friendly country where you smell nice, look things nice. They said, simple, ban the durians. So it's a country where you'll find more things on a banned list. Superb answer by Harshita, plus 20. Very, very well played. It's becoming a very nice battle here today. We've got 3 of them on 40, but we will take a look at the Tata Play leaderboard. Tata Play Binge is our partner. Let's see who's binging. Harshita on 40, Rohit on 40, Thanai on 40. Nothing to choose. 2 of them on 20 need just one answer. That's Manas and Adarsh. The others will have to do a little bit of work and do that quickly.
रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा
This is Baby Now and this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now, delivering in 10 minutes.
जीतेगा भाई जीतेगा
As we move to the next frontier, it's time for analytical thinking. Here it is. On analytical intelligence, what you're going to do is to apply your intelligence to a set of clues that I'm going to show you and arrive at an answer after you apply a formula like this. This is an example. Your formula is L minus 1, I minus 2, I minus 1 and L minus 1. Now, you first have to crack the 4 logos. You have a Nestle, you have a Ferrari, you have a Titan, and you have a Alan Solly. Now, you apply the formula to the answers. What happens? On a Nestle, when you go L minus 1, you get a T. On a Ferrari, when you go I minus 2, which is 2 places before the I, you get a A. On a I minus 1 on a Titan, you get a T. And a L minus 1 on Alan Solly, you get a A. So your overall answer when you apply your knowledge is Tata. The entire game for you is to press the buzzer only when you know the overall answer. Do not press the buzzer and then start doing your calculations. You got to finish your calculations and then press the buzzer. If you're ready, time to start with the first one. It's a 5-letter brand coming up on your screen now. B plus 2, H plus 2, D plus 1, S plus 1, K minus 1 will lead you to a brand from the footwear industry. He's gone for it and gone for it really quickly. Go ahead, Thanai.
Crocs.
Explain.
It's big, so B plus 2 will be C.
Okay.
Harley Davidson, you get R. In Dove, you get an O. I don't know the 4th one, but in Skechers, you will get an S. And I just filled in this.
Super quick and fast. Put your hands together, Crocs. plus 20. That is really, really quick mental calculations. As we go to the next one, on your screen, the formula coming up now. A minus 1, D minus 2, F plus 1, A plus 1, R minus 1 will lead you to a famous fashion brand. Audience silence, please. On my extreme right, Vedant from IIT has gone for it.
Gucci.
Spell that for me.
Gucci.
Gucci. What did you break up?
Taco Bell, Virat.
You got Taco Bell, you got Virat.
Then KFC. And I got CCI.
You got KFC. So you got the last three part.
Sorry.
Clever quizzing. Very, very clever quizzing. He didn't go for the first three. He got CCI and realized it's Gucci. Put your hands together for him, plus 20. Oh, this game's getting really tight. He's now bouncing back. He's on 20. He needs another 20 as Vedant. On to the third one. On your screen now. M plus 1, Y plus 2, L minus 1, D plus 1, A minus 1 will lead you to a huge network sales organization. A large network sales. He's going for it again. On my right is Thanai.
Amway.
Amway.
Yes.
What did you get?
Mahindra. So A, Yamaha, M, Walmart, W, Skoda, O, and Yahoo, Y.
Oh, superb. Outstanding answer. He got every block right. He got the formula right. He gets to 80. He's got to start putting pressure on the others. As we go to the final question, hands on the buzzer. Question appearing now. F plus 2, S plus 1, K minus 1, E minus 1, and R minus 1 will lead you.
ICICI.
Tell me, break it up.
Netflix, so you get FLI.
Go on.
Discord, SC, so C. Nike, you get an I. Facebook, you get a C. And Emirates, you get an I.
He knew every single logo out there. Takes him to 100. Put your hands together for him. Well, he seems to be in sublime form here today. As he gets to that 100, India would have been happy if we had had your 100 in the test match yesterday and not in a quiz competition today. We badly needed someone to score that for us. Did not lose that, in a manner that we should have. But anyway, on 100, he is looking really good with one round to go. But two of them are on 40 and the others are on 20.
आप भी जॉब ढूंढना स्टार्ट कर दो। टाटा एआईए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ने हमारे फ्यूचर का दी एंड कर दिया है। मैंने कहा मैम फ्यूचर में है लंबा हॉस्पिटल बिल। वो बोली कंप्लीट हेल्थ कवर है ब्रो, जस्ट चिल। आज फिट रहने के रिवॉर्ड्स, रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी इनकम, सब फिकर फ्री हैं, सब तैयार हैं।
हे पोपट, फिर तुम तैयार क्यों नहीं हो? अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा एआईए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
यहाँ बायोडाटा भेज देना।
Moving on to the final frontier of our quiz here today, Tata Crucible, the campus edition for 2024. Time for some quick thinking. Here it is. On the final frontier, 4 questions common to the 8 of you. I will be reading out the question, nothing appears on your screen. If you get it right in between the question, you're allowed to press the buzzer. But the moment you press the buzzer, I stop reading the question. If you get it wrong, I continue reading the question for the benefit of the remaining 7. So it's risk versus reward in the final round. You decide when you want to hit. 4 questions, starting with the first one. This businessman started off with a scooter factory at Mumbai, then Bombay. It was called Automobile Products of India in 1946. He grew in his career and went on to become the director of Indian Aluminium Company at a very young age. However, this businessman is remembered in India today because of a stadium that is named after him in Chennai in southern India. Who is this businessman? A famous cricket stadium is named after him and he's gone for it on table number 3. Rohit.
Chinnaswamy Stadium.
The Chinnaswamy Stadium.
So it is named by the
After?
after Mr. Chinnaswamy.
Minus 20. Minus 20. Who's gone for it? He's going for it. Is Tanay.
Is this Chidambaram?
Chidambaram, M.A. Chidambaram Stadium. The Chinnaswamy Stadium is in Bangalore. The Chidambaram Stadium is in Chennai, plus 20 again. But that's given a minus 20 to Rohit. He did not want that. 3 questions remaining. Here's the next one. Hands on that buzzer. Here we go. To essentially elevate what was a very time-consuming process, Walter and Tom in Wales invented something in 1904. They named it after a location of their workshop, which was in Llanelli. It was advertised as, you require no more than 1 minute to replace it. It went on to become a standard accessory with most two-wheelers across the world. To solve a problem that took a lot of time in those days, they created something that went with all two-wheelers. Later became a part of four-wheelers. What was this simple way of solving a particular problem by adding something that you would carry with you all the time, named after a place? Very few know it's named after a place. We just use that term so randomly every time. Beautiful question. Anybody trying? Nobody? He's giving it a shot. He wants to take chances. It got added to two-wheelers. It's got added to four-wheelers.
Is it Stephanie? Whenever we get a puncture, so we just replace the puncture wheel with the Stephanie.
Oh, you have a puncture. To put the puncture was taking very long in the olden days. So they just said carry a spare tire with you. It's called a Stepney. And Stepney is actually the name of a place where it was invented. And Stepney doesn't mean beautiful answer. What a beautiful answer. Put your hands together. Every time you change a Stepney from today, you know that you are referring to a place in this world. How many of us ever ask these curious questions? Learning happens the moment you start asking questions. Did you ever think why a Stepney is called a Stepney? From today, you'll share that with others. It gives him a crucial 20, puts him back on par with Harshita. 2 questions to go. The 2 youngsters from IIM Kashipur are battling it. From IIT Roorkee, Gaurav is for sure going to go through into the zonal final. 2 questions. Here's the next one. This organizational theorist and management consultant authored the books The Mind of the Strategist, The End of the Nation State, The Borderless World, and The Triad. He is well known for postulating the 3 C's model, which is taught by most professors at B schools: customer, competitor, and corporation. Who is this person that we're talking about? Tough one. We all know the 3 C's, but sometimes you don't know who created it. Anybody in the audience with an answer? Tough one here. None of the 8. None of our future finalists for today. The answer is Kenichi Omahe, the man who is behind the customer thinking ideology in management. Makes the question go to the last one, which will make a difference here, hopefully. The book, Flame, Inspiring Life of My Mother, was authored by Nilofer Karimboy. It chronicles the journey of a woman who created an iconic company that started from the veranda of her home. The woman even went on to receive the world's greatest entrepreneur award. Go ahead, you stopped me. Vedant.
Lijjat Papad.
Minus 25. He took his chance. That is 7 women, not 1. So that's why Saat Swad Mein Lijjat Papad. 7 women started it. So, continuing with my question for the remaining, this woman received the world's greatest entrepreneur award from Success, the prestigious US business magazine, becoming the first woman in human history to receive the award in 105 years of this magazine's existence. This woman changed the way fashion and cosmetics would be looked at by women. She started using natural ingredients and therefore created a massive brand labeled along her name. Nilofer Karumboy wrote the famous book Flame, the inspiring life of my mother. Who is the mother in this context? Everybody knows her name. Think fashion, cosmetics, you know her. Harshita versus Rohit largely. Someone else can take a chance too. Nobody going for it. All right, they're going to play out the tiebreaker. And audience, anybody? All right. I'm going to give you the answer on this last one. The answer that I was looking for, Shehnaz Hussain. Shehnaz Hussain, is that what was on your mind?
Like I know the company and...
But you weren't too sure. All right, playing it safe is always good at that stage. But at this moment, we'll take a look at the Tata Play binge board here today. Well, our contestants have really done well. 2 of them on 40 win the tiebreaker, both from IIM Kashipur. But with 120 from IIT Roorkee, he's almost like the line that Tata AIA, which is our buzzer partner, would say, Har waqt ke liye tayyar. He seems to have been ready for every moment in this quiz. Super quick thinking as well from him. For now, we move to the tiebreaker between Harshita and Rohit.
जाएगा बोला जाएगा ये सब बोल बनाएगा जाएगा बोला जाएगा ये सब बोल बनाएगा.
This is Baba Now and this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
All right. They'll battle between the 2 of them and, well, at the end of the day, it is still going to be the institute that goes through. Here we go. Question to you. Heinrich Cubis and Ellen Church were the world's first male and female representatives of a particular profession. In the original days, the requirement to apply for this job or get selected was that you actually had to be a nurse or know nursing, because many people would get injured for various reasons. And you should have been able to treat these injured people. In the modern world, these people actually are like hospitality hosts who take care of your comfort and not so much of you getting hurt or getting, hit. Which profession am I describing where the original requirement was for you to be a nurse because you had to nurse people if they got hurt? Very interesting. First male and female to be in that profession. Not trying? All right. They're choosing to play out to the next question. The answer is air flight attendants. In the olden days, when you flew airlines, you tended to hit yourself here and there because you didn't know how to sit. So you needed people, if they get hurt, they knock their head on the chair in front or whatever in the olden days. So you actually needed people with a nursing profession. Tough one for them as we go to the next one. Let's see what happens on this. The Z factor, the letter Z. My journey as a wrong man at the right time is a book written by someone who revolutionized media in India. The Z factor. Who is this man, or what is the channel that we are talking about? The wrong man at the right time, who challenged Doordarshan in India. Big clue. Very big clue. The Z factor. Think it's logical.
Is it the Z company?
Oh, you're going with Z and saying it could be Z.
Yeah.
ZTV was among the first cable and satellite, so they took on Doordarshan. Harshita will finish runner-up. Oh, put your hands together for her. She's got that right. She's got past her junior Rohit, who'll probably come back next year and say, well, I'll battle it out at that time. We'll take a look at the leaderboard here today. Our first cluster final, finishing with Harshita Mahajan from the Indian Institute of Management, Kashipur, finishing runner-up, while Tanay Kapadia with 120 forces his way literally into the zonal with an authoritative performance from IIT Roorkee. Ladies and gentlemen, that then is our first cluster as these two walk through. Very credible performance by the others. Good, well-scored cluster final. But we've got a lot coming for you. But for the moment, from my young colleague Rashmi Furtado, from me, Pig Brain, from all of us here at Tata Crucible, thank you for tuning in as we'll come back to you with the next cluster final. Till then, take care. Goodbye.